With the MLB draft already underway, a young prospect shares his expectations with a former coach.
Carlos, you lived that in your baseball career. What's his world like?
Oh, it's extremely exciting. You know that if you perform, you will get the call.
We've got a developing story here. JP, what are you hearing?
I'm checking the numbers, I'm talking to my sources and my scouts, and they're all telling me, hey, this could actually work.
Most of us mere mortals, when we were that age, we were barely chewing gum and walking at the same time, let alone playing the hardest game there is.
Let's see if he's pumping up mentally here to adapt. That's what good players do.
That dream of getting the big leagues is now becoming reality with that one phone call.
Continuing our MLB Draft Day 2 wrap-up coverage, back to the prospect that we mentioned before the break. There was some surprise, even some criticism of the front office over how early he went off the board. Jonathan Mayo, what do you think of this pick?
Man, I don't think any of us saw this one coming. This definitely feels like a reach to me. I had him more as a day 3 kind of guy. There was a split camp. A lot of scouts disagreed whether he's better as a pitcher or better as a hitter. I'm guessing the team felt that he's got potential on both sides of the ball, and maybe that adds some value to him. But this made me scratch my head a little bit for sure.
All right, Jonathan Mayo, thanks. What about you, Jim Callis? Was this a head-scratcher or the reach of the draft, as some of the other analysts have suggested?
Yeah, I talked to somebody with the team, and they're excited to get this guy. This is a guy they really want. And the 2 points the club made to me were, one, this whole debate, is he a hitter, is he a pitcher? What are you going to do with him? There was a lot of confusion. This team isn't confused. This team feels like he's got very good potential as a hitter and as a pitcher. They may even try to play him both ways. And they felt like there were a couple other teams that were starting to sniff around this guy. And, this isn't the NFL or NBA draft where you can trade down to get a guy you want. If you want a guy, you have to take him because there's no trades. And they felt like if they didn't take him where they did, somebody else was going to get them. And they just absolutely did not want that to happen.
Jim Callis, we appreciate the time. Thanks.
A minor league manager checks in with one of his players to discuss a launch plan for the young man's development.
Rolling along with the podcast and back on the prospect who's divided the scouting community, I am opposed to this belief that he went too high. I really think he could be a steal here. This is a guy who's got so much development left to do. He's got so much potential. And I think all the scouts who are down on him think, oh, he's not a finished product. We don't know what he is. That, to me, could be a good thing. He can hit. He can field. He can pitch. There is so much untapped potential so far for this guy. I'm excited to see what he becomes. And certainly as he gets started actually playing, actually being in games, we're going to be able to talk to some other folks who get a better read on him and see what they think. I'm excited for that. And frankly, I'm going to have my eye on him for a while.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Opening night here in this brand new season between the Pensacola Blue Wahoos and the Mississippi Braves.
And now,
it's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Tyson Randolph gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Now at the plate, here is Connor Scott. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
First pitch, 7:36.
0-1, here's the pitch.
That's a ball.
Temperature starting to drop as the sun goes down. 56 degrees here at first pitch. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And as he punches him out there, he collects his first Double-A strikeout.
Well, I'm sure that feels good, and maybe he'll keep the ball or something, but you know his sights are set on a lot higher than Double-A ball. Figuring out how to strike out a lot more guys at this level as he progresses in the minors will be one of the keys for him reaching the big leagues.
In now, Bryson Brigman. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Line drive to center field. That's a hit, their first of the new season.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
The batter will be J.J. Bleday as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. Man at first for him following the 1-out single. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
1 down, 1 down.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a high blast headed for the corner and right. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field. First home run of the campaign for him, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
Love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
Batting fourth, the left fielder.
At the plate, Griffin Conine. As he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Fastball called for strike 2.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's gonna throw it on 0-2. And if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
2-2 pitch is fouled away.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Stepping in now, Chris Chenea, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Etherton will put this one away, and the side is retired. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Pensacola's out in front here, 2-0. And now in the box, Riley Mahan. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Here's a changeup to start the second, but that misses. It's a ball and no strikes. And he fouls this one off. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Oh, that's all.
Yeah, he just isn't that sharp on the mound right now. Had a rough start in the first inning, and now he's falling behind out of the gate here in the second. Some adjustments need to be made, and fast.
To the plate now, Stephen Haas, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
Hey, we got no one.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And he takes strike three cold on the fastball. One gone. So next to bat will be number 9. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Down and away, ball one.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Here now the 2-2. Oh, this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Luis Madero stands in as he checks his swing here for strike one. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Mahan, the runner at first with 2 gone. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of the second. The Blue Wahoos lead it 2-1. So stepping in is Tyson Randolph. Guys, I want to talk about the two-way experiment they're running with him. He'll mainly be working out of the rotation, but in between starts, he'll get a chance to play in the field. What's going to be the key in making this work?
This is going to be really interesting, Matt. First of all, you're going to have to make sure he gets enough time to recuperate between starts so he doesn't hurt his arm. And I don't think his mechanics will be thrown off much. Basically, when you're playing in the field, your throwing mechanics are same on the mound. The thing they're going to have to guard against the most, make sure that his arm is properly rested for when they put him back out there on the mound.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. And sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Liner in there for a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's 1st and 3rd now with nobody out. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Now at the plate, Connor Scott, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
The center fielder.
Get ahead of him right here.
Here's the first pitch to him.
0-1's the count.
The windup and the 0-1.
0-2's the count.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
At the plate now, Bryson Brigman. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Good heater to strike him out there, and he looks absolutely locked in to start this inning. That's back-to-back punch-outs on only 6 pitches.
So now to the plate, J.J. Bleday. Lays off 1-0, trying to avoid becoming the 3rd strikeout victim of the inning here. That one's a called strike, back even at 1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Mississippi's out in front, 3-2. Digging in will be Griffin Conine. Struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Chris Chinea comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Popped up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. We're in the 4th. 3-2 is our score. And it's fouled away. Grounded to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down. Next up, Riley Mahan. He singled in his first AB.
Second baseman, Riley Mahan.
Now here's the pitch.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1.
That's a ball.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. To 2-2 now. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Mississippi leads it 3-2. So now to the plate, Tyson Randolph. He singled first time up.
Tyson Randolph.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
2 balls and no strikes.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
2 balls and a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
Three and one.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Hey, get a good one. Get a good piece on it, huh? Let's go.
Grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Bounce to first. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Only play to the pitcher covering, and the runner moves into second on the play. Now at the plate is Stephen Haas. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they face. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Here it comes.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Behind 0-2 now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Chopped toward the second baseman. And that's through for a hit. Into the box now, number 9, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Fouled away. Haas gets his lead at first, nobody out. And he misses there, 1-2.
Get a ground ball. Turn 2 for you, right here.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the box, Luis Madero. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
Here we go, boys.
Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Now a line drive that's going to be caught out there at short. And that will become out number 2. Next to stand in is Bryson Brigman. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. And that misses for ball 1. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's going to land foul. The set and the 2-2. Too high, ball 3.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it.
Well, the play's been made, and with it comes the end of the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Last half of the 5th coming up. Mississippi's out in front, 3-2. Emmanuel Ramirez is out from the bullpen as he'll get his first work of the season here on opening night.
Emmanuel.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Chad Sabatka claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshow.com.
For the Blue Wahoo, 3 runs on 9 hits, 1 error. They left 10 men on base.
There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Game number 3 of this new season between the Pensacola Blue Wahoos and the Mississippi Braves. We've got baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Philip Pfeiffer starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Tyson Randolph comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Hey, Matty, yeah, it's been a tough series so far, D-Roll. They've lost the first two nail-biters, 2 close games, low-scoring games. They'd like to turn that fortune around here today.
Yeah, but from a manager's perspective, Dan, all you can ask for is effort, and that's what this team's given them. They took it on the chin. First 2 games, 1-run losses. They'll bounce back today.
Next to dig in, Stephen Haas. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Here's a ball hit high down the right field line. This ball has a chance, and it is gone. A solo shot down the line in right. First home run of the campaign for him, as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Next, it'll be Griffin Conine. He collected a base hit his first time up.
Griffin Conine.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Heading out towards shallow right. Randolph is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So after the 3-spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Wahoos are on top, 3-0. Digging in next, Tyson Randolph. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Randolph.
Here's the first pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So next to hit is Bryson Brigman. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, and I know you want to lace a line drive or hit a potential home run. But I'll tell you what, grab the cheap ribby when it's there. Give me a ground ball middle of the diamond and steal a run.
Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And the run will cross on the sac fly and make it a 4-0 game.
Great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball.
So the next to bat will be Tyson Randolph. Singled in his last at-bat. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. And he lays off for ball 1.
Now for 4 innings, he was great. But here in the 5th, he looks like a completely different guy out there. That happens a lot when a pitcher is facing batters for the 2nd or 3rd time in a game.
Grounded back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Griffin Conine. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
Griffin Conine.
One down.
The 0-1 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Randolph will come in a bit and put it away for the 2nd out of the inning. Up next, Tyson Randolph.
The right fielder, Tyson Randolph.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Waiting on it is Brinson. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. So a nice bounce back inning there after the 7 spot last time around. 7th inning coming up. Mississippi leads it 7-4.
Boy, we were treated to a wild one here, weren't we? Gotta love a game when you score 13 runs and it doesn't end up in a blowout. Tons of really good at-bats to look back on.
A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. Mississippi used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Philip Pfeiffer earns his first win of the season. Edward Cabrera allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. Josh Graham hammers down the save, his second. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Thank you.
A Double-A hitting coach touches base with a new arrival to the team. A minor league pitching coach offers advice to a new member of his staff.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Mississippi Braves and the Pensacola Blue Wahoos. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
Pensacola Blue Wahoo.
Braxton Garrett gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy had a year you'd love to forget last year. Awfully ugly. We'll see if he can rebound and pitch much better. And if he doesn't, his spot in the rotation could be in jeopardy. It will be awfully important that he gets off to a good start in this one.
So now here is Tyson Randolph looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And that one is gone. And a big moment for him there. His first home run as a Double-A player.
Yeah, and you always like to get those first out of the way, no matter what level you're playing at. Obviously, he's got aspirations to play in the big leagues, and this is exactly the kind of production that this organization is going to be looking for from him as his career progresses.
And stepping in, Braxton Garrett.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Braxton Garrett.
Hey, little strikeout right here.
Into right field, that's a base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Now it'll be Tyson Randolph off to a fine start in this one after launching a homer his first time up.
He turned around that fastball and drove it out of the park in his previous at-bat, so there's got to be a good chance they mix it up right here on him and try and go off speed.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a ball ripped into deep center field. Bird has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but
next to hit, Devin Hairston. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Here comes the 0-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Looking up is the right fielder at the track. The wall. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him as they take the lead 4-3.
and you can see why they love this guy. He's a leadoff guy with some serious pop, and he pounces on this mistake and knocked it right out of here.
Next to hit is Tyson Randolph. First pitch on the way. Right through it here. He's behind 0-1.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up, throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Home half of the fifth coming up. Pensacolo's out in front here, 4-3. Now to bat, Mackenzie Taylor, who came around to score last time after reaching on an error. The 3-2 pitch. Here's a fly ball, well hit. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out. So here is Tyson Randolph, who grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
And the throw goes to first, so the sacrifice works that time.
Go-ahead run to third there after the bunt. The sacrifices aren't everyone's favorite play because you give up precious outs.
Big spot here. Runners at the corners, 2 gone, and that brings up J.J. Bleday. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the right fielder. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 9th inning coming up. The Blue Wahoos lead it 5-4. Ready now is Tyson Randolph. He'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. Now the first pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation calls for it right here. He's got to forget that he has any traffic on a base pass and just attack the zone.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Line to the right side. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. He's safe at the plate. And that ties the ball game in the top of the 9th.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under.
So now into the box is Riley Mahan. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ball game. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Center fielder giving chase. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Hey, there's a hard hit ball that was going to be down for extra bases. The ball had some spring on it, and it bounced over the wall, and the ground rule double puts him on second base without having.
Now to the plate, number 9. 0-for-3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. He makes the catch, and they have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over. 8-5 tonight. The Mississippi Braves came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. A.J. Puckett claims the win out of the pen, his first. Josh Graham closes the door for the save, his third of the campaign. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshow.com.
9 hits, no errors. They left 18 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 46 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Mississippi Braves and the Pensacola Blue Wahoos. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Vic Romaker will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Tyson Randolph is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. They come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty, you can't win when you're given.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So a fairly painless top of the first. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. Batter will be J.J. Bleday. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, but they wind up leaving 2. On now to the top of inning number 4. And we are tied 0-0. Stepping in next, Tyson Randolph. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. Lined hard to center field. He's under it, and that ends the inning. Can't start any better than this. He's set down the first 12. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, and we are tied 0-0. Now into the box, Bryson Brigman. Last time through was a base hit.
Shortstop.
Brinson at third. Romaker over at second. Hairston on at first with 2 down. High and deep to straightaway right. Right fielder looking up, still going back. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. First home run of the campaign for him. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Man, that has to hurt. He was 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning without the wheels coming completely off. But guess what? Now this thing is stripped.
Next, it'll be Tyson Randolph. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a line drive. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit in the air to right field. Long run for the right fielder, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
Other than a home run, there aren't a whole lot of better ways to start a game. Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them, like professionals are supposed to do. Well done.
A 9-0 shutout final in this ball game. The Blue Wahoos took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Vic Romaker gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, and records a complete game 2-hitter in doing so. Tucker Davidson permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. From my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show. Welcome into this presentation of minor league baseball from the AA Central. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Mississippi Braves and the Pensacola Blue Wahoos. We've got baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Will Stewart gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy has 3 pitches that he brings into his mix. And if he has all of them working, he has a chance to be really solid. A good pitcher, but he needs command of all 3 of his pitches.
Now to the plate, here is Bryson Brigman. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Pitch on the way. Little chopper back to the mound. And he thought about going to second, but he'll go to first instead. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. And now here is Victor Mesa.
The center fielder.
Here's the first pitch. Dan Dero, as we take a look at our visiting club as they take the field in this scoreless ball game. Despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they'd been on a nice little roll here.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game and allow a bunch of runs and not play sound defense behind them. Both those things are going to have to change if this team's going to get it going in the right direction.
Stepping in now, Griffin Conine. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to, so you got to be on point with this one.
Got him swinging, and that's the 3rd out. An inning in the books, no score here on the show. Last half of the second set to go, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Chris Chenea. Now here it comes. Had him reaching that time. It's strike 1.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
Behind 0-2 now. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there, that's not a good look.
At the plate, Riley Mahan. A little late on the fastball here as this is bounced foul just off to the left. Strike 1. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Fastball called for strike 2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. Riley Mahan becomes out number 2 this inning. Standing in now, Stephen Haas, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Grounded softly to the right. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. We played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0.
Let it fly. Let's go.
Now to the plate, the
right
pitcher, Tyson Randolph. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far.
Randolph.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
He's set. Here it comes. He's a hot name as a two-way prospect, a real rarity in the minor leagues. Were there any players you guys came up with who could have done this?
You know, it's funny. It bring up a lot of great memories. I think back, guys like Mike Hampton. He certainly felt like, to me, not only could he pound that cutter in, but man, he could handle the stick. Carlos Zambrano took some of the best BP I've ever seen, just absolute moonshots. But the one guy that comes to mind, and I know he pulled it off both ways at different times, but it had Rick Ankiel from jump. Just been the #1 prospect in baseball from both not only being an awesome lefty on the mound, but a guy who could hit tape measure shots and play pretty much a Gold Glove center field.
That's a base hit, their first of the game. He'll come home with it. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%.
Into the box, number 9. He stands in for the first time in this one.
The catcher.
Now the pitch.
Number 9.
And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Called strike at the knees, 1-1.
Here we go now. Let's go.
Fouled off. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count 1 and 2. You're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson.
Plays that one now.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Whoa, he was swinging out of his shoes on that changeup. Must have looked real good coming in, but a different story once it got near the plate.
Here's another 0-2. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Batting 9.
To the plate now, Will Stewart. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. 3 innings complete. Mississippi's out in front, 3-0. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Bryson Brigman. He bounced out last time up. And now the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. Brigman is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11". A right-handed batter and thrower. Is currently the 3rd leading vote getter in all-star balloting at shortstop. He's had a good campaign so far, but the competition at that position is very strong.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Into the box now Victor Mesa, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Hey, we got one here.
Strike 2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Oh, he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
So now to the plate, Griffin Conine. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
Base hit, and they're into the hit column.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting by your 3-hole guy right there. First 2 guys, not so much. Now they bring up the monster in the 4-hole with 2 outs. They have a chance to make a nice inning out of this.
Into the box, Christian. He'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located...
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We played 4 full. Mississippi leads it 3-0. So here now's the pitcher, Tyson Randolph. He delivered an RBI single in his last trip. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Oh, man, was that a hack. He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Let's go, kid. Here we go.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Garrett Moran will be next. Good battle. Count remains full. Another full count pitch home. Weak grounder back to the mound. On to first, and there were 2 down. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the second baseman, Riley Mahan.
Offense needs to get going right here. You want to try and tighten up this game a little bit before it starts to get into that territory where you're going to start seeing the back end of each bullpen.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
He knows his strengths and weaknesses at the plate. He knows he has a cold zone away. But the bottom line is this pitcher has been able to execute to that spot. If he misses over the heart of the plate, this guy's still going to be ready.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Riley Mahan sent packing to start the bottom of the 5th. Stephen Hucks is at the plate as he watches ball 1. To third, reined in. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Next, here is number 9. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Changeup called strike 1. And he just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2. 0-2 count and the pitch. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. So a strong start on the mound as he's blanked him through the first 5. 5 innings complete. Mississippi's out in front, 3-0. Stepping up is Lewis Brinson. He'll start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early. Hey, the guy on the mound is absolutely pounding the zone, and that's why he's been able to stay and pitch deep into this game.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Count even at 2-2. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
J.J. Bleday will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Now the first pitch. As with one away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Hard hit ball to short. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a one-out base runner.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Bryson Brigman is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Michelle is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. At the plate now is Victor Mesa. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, and a borderline call, Matty. I don't know. I got to feel like he's got to build a rapport with this umpire, this AB, see how far he'll go in or out. He can't allow himself to go down looking again.
Bleday is off at first with 2 away. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We're through 6 full. Mississippi leads it 4-0. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Tyson Randolph, grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
1-0 the count. Has a look, now the pitch. Couldn't lay off that time, and it's 1-2. Runner at first here, 1 man out.
Come on, guy, get your pitch up there.
Fastball at the knees, maybe even below the knees, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 away.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
Stepping in now, Griffin Conine. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Swing and a liner. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Throwing to second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
No balls and 1 strike. And he misses with it, 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
The 1-2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Rijo has a play. He's got it 1 away. And now, Riley Mahan. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Second baseman.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Riley Mahan becomes out number 2 this inning. At the plate now, Stephen Haas, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come in the strike zone?
And he struck him out. 16 for the ball game, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this.
Leading up for the Blue Wahoos, the catcher, number 9.
Here's the first pitch to him. Number 9 stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the game plan is today. Too many early swings. They got to be a little bit more patient at the plate.
Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Striding in is Lewis Brinson, struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And it's fouled away. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking him up.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
Devin Hairston will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Your Blue Wahoo, number 16.
Now the pitch.
Devin Hairston.
Oh, that kicked out.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We've played 8 full. Mississippi's out in front, 4-0. A.J. Puckett will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 89. A.J.
When you shut a team out 4-0, it kind of feels like you won like 8 or 10-0, but this one was really never out of reach. Really good pitching and great defense to help them get the win.
4-0 the score this afternoon. The Braves led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Tyson Randolph earns his first win of the season and mark him down for 17 strikeouts to boot. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
It's actually happening. The organization has decided to try him as both a position player and as a pitcher. They're really trying it here at the AA level. Jonathan Mayo of MLB Pipeline is with me. Jonathan, do you think this can work?
I mean, can it work, Ben? Yeah, of course it can work. It hasn't worked all too often. There are more and more teams who are trying to make it work. Most of these guys as amateurs were two-way players. They don't specialize usually until later on, and often they choose one or the other. You see more and more teams really making an effort to let players do both to see maybe one jumps to the foreground on its own organically. It's awfully hard just because of the amount of work that you have to put in to excel either as a hitter and position player or as a pitcher. Naturally, some work is going to be taken away from one or the other if you're splitting your focus. And that's why we haven't seen it too often. Guys have to be tremendous athletically to be able to do both. The work ethic has to be off the charts. It's happened a couple of times at the major league level, but it's few and far between. So I'm really interested to see if it's going to work out in this case.
A prospect receives a check-in from his agent, who wants to make sure his client's career is being launched in a way that suits the young man's goals and ambitions.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified whenever a new video is available. And let me know in the comments what you think, or roast me for my terrible gameplay. Videos like this are recorded live on Twitch. Follow my socials and my Twitch to know when I'm live recording new content for YouTube. Again, thanks for watching the Prophet Loki 309 YouTube. I'll see you in the realm of mischief.